So I go by Don. That story reader. And this is the story of how I got that name. Years ago, I was laying down sleeping, and I had a dream. I dreamed that I was in the middle of a West African Sahara. And there was nothing around except for a giant tree called a baobab tree. A baobab tree is large. It's considered one of the oldest trees in the world. It's literally more than 30 feet wide, high as the sky. And the baobab tree holds water. It holds hundreds and hundreds of gallons of water. So no matter how hot, no matter how dry, it always has water to sustain. When I got there in this dream, it was so hot. The ground was dry and cracked, and I was hot and thirsty, and I was trying to find a place for shade. And I go over towards the tree, and I said, Mr. Baobab tree, may I rest in your shade? And the tree spoke to me. And the tree says, your heart seems true. Come and rest. And while I was talking to it, he says, you know, I've never let anyone in to me in many years. Let me tell you what happened. He told me that years ago there was a hyena who had come, but first a hare. And this hare or rabbit had come and says, Mr. Baobab tree, I am also very hot. May I come and sit? And the baobab tree says, your heart seems true. After a little while, he became very thirsty. And he says, Mr. Baobab tree, may I drink of your branches? And the baobab tree again says, your heart seems so true. Yes, I will let you drink of my branches. And he came and he drank the cool water inside the baobab tree. He says, Mr. Baobab tree, may I come inside your heart? And the baobab tree, seeing his kindness, opened up his heart and let him in. And when the rabbit, the hare came in and looked around, guess what was inside of the tree? It was filled with treasure. There were diamonds and there were rubies and there were emeralds and gold everywhere. And the hare said, Mr. Baobab tree, may I have a single ruby? And the baobab tree said, your heart seems true. You may have a ruby. Batio bati. It seemed very true. And so he took the ruby and he thanked the tree and he left. While he was walking, he came across a hyena who saw the ruby and asked where he got it. And he told him from the great baobab tree. So the hyena goes inside to the tree and he says, tree, may I rest under your branches? And the tree says, your heart seems true. Yes, you may rest under my branches. In a few minutes, he says, baobab tree, may I drink some of your cool water? And the baobab tree opened himself up and allowed him to sip the cool water. Baobab tree, may I see your heart? You seem true. Come inside tomorrow. And when he opened the door, there were treasures, unimaginable treasures. And you know what the hyena did? He started grabbing as many as he could. And all of a sudden, the tree, who was angry at how the hyena took his kindness, closed up his heart. And the hyena died. He said, from that day until the moment that I arrived, he had not opened up his heart to me. After he told me the story, I said, Baobab tree, may I? May I go inside? And he let me inside. And there were treasures and rubies and diamonds and all sorts of things. But then there was an area that you could tell there was something else there. And I said, Baobab tree, what's behind that wall? He said, that is where I keep all the stories that all the jollies before came and shared. And I said, Baobab tree, may I enter in and share the story? that day he looked at me and says, your heart is true, you may enter. He says, from this day on, I will call you the door. You are God. Take the stories that you learn inside of you and share them so others may know. He says, the one thing I want you to do, whenever you tell a story, always tell the truth. Always